Time for some baseball. MLB The Show. Playful game. The Mount Olympus Heroes versus the Texas Rangers. I hit, I pitch, I field. I do not run the bases. Let the computer run the bases for me. I do play-by-play. Hello and welcome for some Major League action at Old Arlington Stadium as the Mount Olympus Heroes face the Texas Rangers. On the mound for the Rangers, Cliff Lee, All-Star, 1-0 with a 3 ERA here in this early April matchup. They'll face Massimo Lo Cicero, who's had a slow start to the season, batting only .095. Needs to do better. Out in front of the cut fastball, swing and a miss, strike one. Rangers this season are 3-2. That's ground ball up the middle and through. It is a leadoff single for Massimo Lo Cicero. And the Heroes have a base runner here in the top of the first to lead off the game. Here's a replay. Ground ball with eyes. Next up, Joey Pollard, the third baseman. Quick throw to first. He's back. Joey Pollard's off to a brisk pace, 450. It's the first week of the baseball season. Way out in front of the knuckle curve. That's strike one. He's got 2 homers and 4 runs batted in so far. It's a young campaign. Comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Quick 0-2 count on Pollard. In the dirt, blocked nicely by the catcher. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes to Pollard. Misses outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lo Cicero leads off first. Cut fastball is high. Count goes full. 0-2 count falls to 3-2. On deck, Chris Ramos. Fouls off the 2-seamer to stay alive. Count will remain 3-2. Pulls it deep, but foul. Here comes the payoff pitch. Ground ball, just foul. Just missed that third base bag. 8 pitches this at bat. Here comes pitch number 9. Battle. Again, pulls it down the third baseline, foul ball. The at-bat will continue. And misses outside. He walks him. So the first 2 base runners get on here in the top of the first. A single and a walk. Up next is the catcher, Chris Ramos, hitting .300. That's a line drive to right. He makes the catch one way. Massimo takes advantage and sprints to third, tagged up. Makes third base on the fly. His lineup is Lo Cicero, Pollard, Ramos, Kitsios. The pitcher, Denise Finelli, 2-way player. O'Rourke, Ortiz, Joseph, and batting ninth, Mello. So outfielder Bobby Kitzios is hitting .263, a homer, 3 runs batted in. Runner at third and less than 2 outs. Ground ball inside the third base bag and down the line. The ball boy doesn't even bother to move. The run comes around to score. It's a 1-0 lead for the Mount Olympus Heroes. And again, it's first and third on the single, the RBI single by Bobby Kitzios. Here's the replay. I honestly, at first appearance, thought it was a foul ball, but the umpire straddling that line called it fair. Next up is Denise Finelli, hitting only $118 so far in this young season. Fouls off the circle change. That's strike one. It was 1-0 Heroes here in the top of the first inning. Runners at first and third with only 1 out. Misses with the fastball. Count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. Four, 6, 3 double play. Side retires, but they do get a run on the RBI single by Bobby Kitzios. And at the end of a half an inning of play, it's the Mount Olympus Heroes 1, the Rangers coming to bat. I still think that's a foul ball. On the mound, Denise Finelli, she won her first start of the season. ERA 2.25, 2.25. She will face Ha Sung Ki. In there with the fastball. So far, the Mount Olympus Heroes are 5-0. Oh, that ball's high. Far, deep, tie ball game. Kim hits a solo shot here in the bottom of the first. It's the second home run of the campaign. My goodness. Here's the replay. Like a golf swing. Next up, John Kruk. That fastball was low. 1 ball, no strikes. Late on the fastball, slicing, foul. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Late on the curve, 1-2. Caught him looking. I don't know what he was waiting for, but that's called third strike for the first out of the ball game. Check that first out of the out for the Texas Rangers. Next up is Larry Walker. Slicing foul, strike 1. So the game is tied at 1 here in the bottom of the first at Old Arlington Stadium in Texas. Heroes versus Rangers. Pitch is low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, that ball's high. It is far. And it is gone. Just like that, a 1-0 lead evaporates after 2 solo jacks by the Texas Rangers. Larry Walker hits his first homer of the season, and they now lead 2-1. Here's the replay. Oh boy. They put their hitting shoes on today. Ouch. Next up, Rafael Devers. Fastball in there, strike one. Devers is off to a hot start out of the gate, hitting .471. Change up in there, strike two. Two quick strikes on Devers. Hard ground ball right to Ortiz at short. Strong throw, in time, 2 away. Lineup for the Texas Rangers: Kim, Kruk, Walker, Devers, Chase Utley, Brendan Marsh, Andrew McCutcheon, Carlos Pena, and I guess Eddie Salas is the catcher batting ninth. I'm not sure. Chase Utley, 263, no homers, no RBIs. Again, we're first week of the season. 2-1 Texas. At the knees, strike one. Curve is low and inside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
No, that's low.
Check the swing. Pitch is low. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Pulls it high and deep, but foul. Count evens 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases empty, 2-1 advantage for the Texas Rangers. Here's the pitch from Finelli.
3-2.
Just misses outside. Count goes full. On deck, Brandon Marsh. Hard ground ball to the second baseman. Lo Cicero fields it, fires, side is retired. But 2 solo homers by the Texas Rangers gives them the advantage. After 1 inning of play, it's the Rangers 2 and the Heroes 1. We go to the top of the second. Up steps the center fielder, Michael O'Rourke. Off to a 316 clip for the Heroes. Fouls off the 2-seamer, strike one. And that's a 2-hopper to the second baseman. Utley fields, throws to first, in time, 1 away.
Batting seventh, the shortstop.
Next up, shortstop Maribel Ortiz. 250, a homer, 2 RBIs. Gold Glove winner in 2026. 1 out, bases empty. And that's the line drive over the reach of the third baseman and into left field. It's a hard line drive single for Ortiz. And the Heroes have a base runner here in the second. Here's the replay. Next up, first baseman Patrick Joseph, hitting .333 on the season. 6, 4, 3. Side is retired. So no runs, 1 hit, none left on. At the end of 1.5 innings of play, it's the Texas Rangers 2, Mount Olympus Heroes 1. This is MLB The Show. Brandon Marsh, 381, no homers, 2 RBIs. Left-handed hitter, outfielder. Finelli deals. A little late on the fastball. Foul. Strike one. Again, late on the fastball. Slicing out of play. Count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Fastball is low, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Gets him with the curve, strikeout. Out number 1 here in the second. 2 strikeouts on the game for Finelli.
The center fielder, Andrew McCutcheon.
And McCutcheon steps up, hitting .556 in this first week of the campaign. Cut fastball, strike one. He also has a homer and 3 runs batted in. Just gets a piece. Again, the count is no balls and 2 strikes. Bouncer to third. Long throw. Pollard gets him 2 away.
Batting in, the first baseman, Carlos Pena.
Carlos Pena off to a slow start. 2 outs, bases empty here in the bottom of the second. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1.
Number charging in time. Side retired. 1-2-3 in for Finelli. 1-2-3 inning, pardon me, for Finelli. At the end of 2 innings of baseball here in Arlington, Texas. It's the Rangers 2, Heroes 1. Anthony Millo, 235, a homer, 2 runs batted in, steps up against Cliff Lee here in the top of the 3rd inning. Chases a knuckle curve, strike one. Pops him up the elevator chute. Catcher in foul territory makes the catch, 1 away.
The batter, number 4.
Salas. Lineup turns over for the Heroes. Massimo has a single and a run scored. Late on the fastball, out of play, strike one. Slicing, foul. Strike two. Count is 0-2 on Massimo, second baseman for the Heroes. Catches him looking on the outside corner. That's 2 away. Painted that outside corner. Next up, Joey Pollard. Walked in his first at-bat. Pulls it hard, but foul. Out in front of the changeup.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Count is quickly 0 no balls and 2 strikes.
Nope, that's away.
Knuckle curve misses outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Protecting the plate, fouls off the 2-seam fastball. Count remains 1-2 to Pollard. Number foul. Ground ball, third baseline, foul. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. Top of the 3rd inning, 2-1 Texas. Just gets a piece to stay alive. Cut fastball. Skies it to shallow center. Routine play from McCutcheon. Makes the catch, side retired. 1-2-3 inning for Cliff Lee. At the end of 2.5, it's 2-1 Texas. Ethan Salas, catcher, steps up for the Texas Rangers. Fouls it, slicing, out of play, strike one. Swinging to miss the slider. 2 quick strikes on Salas. Line drive, charging is O'Rourke. He will not make the catch. Fields it on a hop. It's a leadoff single for Salas here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Lineup turns over. Ha-Sung Kim had a solo homer to lead off the game. Takes a fastball strike. The first of 2 solo jacks in the bottom of the 1st inning for the Texas Rangers. At the knees, count is no balls and 2 strikes to Kim. Swing and a miss, got him on the slider. 1 away. 3rd strikeout for Finelli.
The designated hitter,
John Kruk steps in. 0 for 1. A fastball, strike 1. I watched John Kruk play in my youth. He was much fatter than that. They're being very kind. Six, 4, 3. Double play. Side is retired. So no runs, 1 hit, none left on thanks to the double play. Side is retired after 3 innings of play. It's 2-1 Texas. Here on MLB, The Show. Chris Ramos leads off the top of the 4th. He lined out in the 1st. Bouncer, 3rd baseline foul. Strike 1. Again pulls it down the 3rd baseline. 2 quick strikes on Ramos. Low, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Line drive caught by the 2nd baseman, Chase Utley. Nice play for the 1st out. Next up, Bobby Kitsios had an RBI single. His 1st at bat. Gets underneath it, slices it down the right field line, out of play, strike 1. His RBI single was just inside the 3rd base bag. According to the umpire, I still think it was a foul ball, but I'm not giving back the RBI. Just gets a piece of the circle change. Count no balls and 2 strikes on Kitsios.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Curve inside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Base is empty, 1 out. It's a line drive to center. Will he get there? It will dunk in there for a single. And the Heroes have a base runner here in the top of the 4th inning.
Now batting, number 8.
It's a replay. But McCutcheon might catch it on the... They decided to field it on a bounce instead of taking a chance. Next up is Denise Finelli, the pitcher. She is 0 for 1. Late on the fastball, out of play, strike 1. She's 2 for 18 this season. It's not anything to be proud of, but she'll catch fire sooner. Out in front of the changeup, 2 quick strikes on Finelli. Low and outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Cliff Lee was a perennial all-star during his career. Not quite a Hall of Famer, but who knows? Maybe he'll get in someday. Ground ball. Devers over to second for 1, back to first. Around the horn double play to retire the side Phenomenal play by third baseman Rafael Devers. Let's see the replay as we go to commercial. After 3.5 innings of play, it's 2-1 Rangers on MLB The Show. Damn. Nice turn.
Leading off for the Rangers.
Larry Walker leads off the bottom of the fourth. He had a home run, responsible for the second run on the scoreboard for the Rangers. Fastball outside corner, strike one. Just gets a piece of the slider, 2 strikes on Walker. Walker's another one of those guys that always seem to be at the All-Star game, but kind of gets forgotten when they talk about the Hall of Fame. Maybe he's borderline, not quite. Could be wrong.
No, that's a ball.
Pitch is outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Inside, count evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just gets a piece of the curve. Stay alive. Count remains 2-2. Off the end of the bat, skies it to right. Millo is there. And there is 1 out here in the top of the fourth. Next up, third baseman Rafael Devers. 8 for 18 this season. 444 is his average. 0 for 1 today. Pulls it deep, but foul. Strike one. Swing and a miss at the cut fastball. 2 strikes on Devers. Just fouls it off the end of the bat. Count remains 0-2. Again, stays alive. Battling. 2-1 Texas, 4th inning. Second game of a 3-game series at Texas for the Mount Olympus Heroes. Line drive past the diving attempt at third. It is a 1-out single for Rafael Devers. Line drive the opposite way. Next up, Chase Utley. Fastball at the knees for strike one. Chase is 0 for 1 today with the ground out. Fouls off the slider. 2 strikes on Utley. Low, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Past the diving attempt and into center field. It is another single. And runners will be at first and third with only 1 out for the Texas Rangers. They are threatening they can score a run from third without the benefit of the base hit. Up is Brandon Marsh. Line drive down the right field line. It's in there, and it'll be a double at least. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. It's 4-1 Texas. 2-run double. His second of the season for Brandon Marsh. Going to be an uphill battle today, folks. Manager, mound visit. Just got to calm that pitcher down. Calm her down. Calm her down. McCutcheon takes a strike. Skies it to right. Millo charges, makes the catch, 2 away. No advance. Marsh stays at second. So 2 outs, runner at second in scoring position for Carlos Pena, who grounded out in the second, he is 0 for 1. Check the swing, but in there, nevertheless, count as 0 and 1. Swing and a miss slider. 2 strikes. Pitch is low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pops it up. Jumping from his crouch is Ramos. He will retire the side. So a 2-run double from Brandon Marsh extends the lead for the Texas Rangers at the end of 4 innings of play here in Texas. It is the Rangers 4, the Heroes 1. Go to the top of the 5th inning. Mike O'Rourke steps up. Swings at the first pitch, grounds at the second. Utley over to first, in time. 1 pitch, 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Mary Ortiz.
Miss Ortiz singled in her first at-bat, up for her second plate appearance. And she pulls it foul. Strike 1. 4 seasons, 303 batting average. Not too shabby. Skies it to right, routine play. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 5th.
The batter, the first baseman, Patrick Joseph.
Patrick Joseph is 6 for 19 this season, 316 average. 2 outs, bases empty. Skies it deep to left center, but playable for McCutcheon, who covers a lot of ground. Quick 1-2-3 inning for Cliff Lee. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 4-1 Texas. Leading off, Ethan Salas. Skies it to right. Kitsios makes the routine play. 1 pitch, 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop,
Ha-Sung Kim. 1 for 2 with a solo homer in the very first inning. Tries to bunt for a base hit, fouls it off. Strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Tries it again. How about that? Ramos jumps out of his crouch like a panther. Makes a strong throw, 2 away. Once you've tried to bunt for a base hit and you foul it off, the element of surprise is gone. You don't try to bunt for a base hit twice in a row. That's bad baseball. So John Kruk is up with 2 outs and bases empty. At the knees, strike 1. Slider inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. 4-1 Texas here in the 5th inning. 2 outs, bases empty. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. $64 pitches for Finelli through 5. Dominican Republic in the house. Mameta UIT. Welcome to the live stream. That's called strike 3 for John Kruk. The side is retired. The end of 5, it's an official ball game. The Texas Rangers are beating the Olympus Heroes 4-1. So we go to the top of the 6th. Outfielder Anthony Millo, who popped out in the 3rd, is 0 for 1. Second at bat. Fouls off a 2-seam fastball for strike 1. In case you're curious, I hit, I pitch, I field. I do not run the bases. On the computer run the bases for me, and I do some really terrible play-by-play. Fastball inside, count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. Little late on the curve, fouls it off. Count as 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just gets a piece of the circle change to stay alive. Count remains 1-2. Inside, count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes. Full count. On deck, second baseman Massimo Lo Cicero. Pops it up, third base line, slicing, out of play. And the at-bat will continue. Cliff Lee on the mound, pitching well. Skies it to right, it's deep, but in front of the warning track, Larry Walker makes the play for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 6th. Lineup turns over. Lo Cicero has a single and the only run scored for the Mount Olympus Heroes today. Again, skies it to right. Larry Walker's busy this inning. There are 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Joey Pollard.
2 outs, bases empty. Joey is officially 0 for 1. He did walk in the first. Pulls it hard, but foul. Chases a 2-seam fastball. Quickly, there are 2 strikes on Pollard. And that's a bloop base hit down the left field line over the head of the third baseman. It's a 2-out single for Joey. And the inning will continue for the Mount Olympus Heroes. Next up, Chris Ramos, the catcher, 0 for 2 today. Pulls it high and deep, but foul. Strike 1. They need 1 more base runner to get the tying run to the plate here in the top of the 6th inning. Quick throw, and he caught him off the bag. Oh, wasted opportunity. The side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, none left on at the end of 5.5 innings of play. It's the Texas Rangers 4, the Mount Olympus Heroes 1. This is MLB The Show.
Leading up for the Rangers, the right fielder,
Larry Walker is 1 for 2. Finelli deals. Fastball in there, strike 1. Thought about it, took it, inside, count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. Tried to wait on that fastball. Finelli has 4 pitches. Her fastball only reaches about 87, 88 on the radar gun, so she has to use a little bit of guile. And line drive headed towards the left center field gap. Kitzios charges over, cannot make the catch. That's a double at the very least. No, that's a triple. That is a triple to lead off the bottom of the 6th inning for Larry Walker. Poorly played by the outfield. Here's the replay. Kitzios needs to keep that from going into the gap. Next up, Rafael Devers, 1 for 2. Oh, that ball's gone. It's got a stewardess on it. It's going so far. That's 2-run home run for Rafael Devers, and Texas now has a 5-run advantage. The score is now 6-1 Texas Rangers. On Devers' 3rd homer of the campaign. Is the replay. Oh my goodness. Painful, painful. Manager, bullpen. Chase Utley takes a strike. Chase is 1 for 2 today with a single. Just gets a piece of the changeup. Counts quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Chase Utley's a borderline Hall of Famer. Slicing, foul. Count remains 0-2. Off the end of the bat to center field, O'Rourke nestles under it. Makes the catch, finally, for the first out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. All those runs with no outs. Brendan Marsh in his last at-bat had a two-run single. Check that, 2-run double. He's 1 for 2.
That's a ball.
Inside, 1 ball, no strikes. Oh, that should be an error. E5. E5. Got stuck in his hand. Come on, Joey. I'm going to blame Joey, but that was really my fault. I double clutched. So 1 out. Runner at first. McCutchen is 0 for 2. Cutting across. 5, 4, 3. Safe. Check that. So fielder's choice out at second, 2 away. Up steps Carlos Pena, who's 0 for 2 today. In there, strike 1, 87. Foul ball, strike 2. Hugged the line, but it's foul nonetheless. Swinging and miss, struck him outside, retired. However, 2 runs crossed the plate thanks to Rafael Devers. Here's the replay. At the end of 6 innings of play, Rangers 6, Heroes 1. Chris Ramos, 0 for 2, steps up here in the top of the 7th. They need base runners. Circle change outside, ball 1. Skies at the center, deep, but in front of the warning track, McCutchen makes the catch for out number 1. He's 0 for 3.
Number 25.
Bobby Kitsios is 2 for 2 today with an RBI, the only RBI of the game for the Mount Olympus Heroes. But that ball is high. It is far. That ball is gonzo. That's a solo shot for Bobby Kitsios. And the score is now 6-2 Texas. That's Bobby's 2nd home run of the season. Here's the replay. Bang. Next up, Denise Finelli, 0 for 2. Line drive, foul. Grounded out twice today, 0 for 2. 2 for 19 on the season. That's only a $1.05. She is cold out of the gate. 2-hopper to Devers at third. Strong throw, and there are 2 away. Let's go to the manager's office. Check this. Manager, bullpen, left, right, left. Let's put Andrew Vasquez. Scheduled to put him in the game. Day is over on the mound for Denise Finelli. Mike O'Rourke, 0 for 2. Fouls back the 2-seam fastball, strike 1. Out in front of the knuckle curve, 2 quick strikes on a walk. Ground ball knocks it down. Pena flips it to pitcher covering. In time, side retired. So they inch a little closer. They get a solo shot from Bobby Kitzios. But get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. 7th inning stretch. It's the Rangers 6 and the Heroes 2. Do you want to change pitchers? Yes, I do. Andrew Vasquez. He has pitched a game this season so far. 1/3 of an inning, no earned runs. He'll start off against Ethan Salas, who had a single in the 3rd. Slider, outside, ball 1. Fouls off the sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Just gets a piece of the circle change, 2 strikes on Salas. Just misses. Vasquez wanted that one. Count evens, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fouls it back to the screen. Count remains 2-2. Fouls it off, and the battle continues. And that's a bloop over the head of the third baseman and down the left field line. It will go all the way into the corner. And that's going to be a leadoff double for Salas. He's 2 for 3 today. That's not what you want when you come out of the bullpen. Lefty bullpen reliever against a left-hander, and the ball finds its way into the corner for a leadoff double. It's an insurance run in scoring position now. Next up is Ha-Sung Kim. Screwball in there, strike 1. Kim led off the game with a solo shot, but he's 1 for 3 at this point. Misses outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Outside corner, strike 2. Swing and a miss. 1 away. Struck out Kim. Next up, John Kruk. Lefty versus lefty. He's 0 for 3, struck out in his last at-bat. 0 for 6 for the series. It's the second game of a 3-game set in Arlington, Texas. Slider is low, ball 1. Sinker in there. Counting this 1 ball, 1 strike. Manager tip. Pitcher is already tired. He's thrown 13 pitches. He's already tired. Get that guy in a weight program. Fouls it off. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Well, you got to give me 25 pitches before you get tired. Come on.
2-2.
Inside. Count evens 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner in scoring position at second. 6-2 Texas. Line drive, slicing, out of play. Count remains 2-2. We are in the bottom of the 7th inning. The Heroes cannot afford to give up any more insurance. Strike 3 called at the knees, 2 away. So he gives up the leadoff double, but then proceeds to strike out the next 2 batters in succession. Here's the replay. Bang. Next up, Larry Walker, another left-handed hitter, but a tough one. In the first inning, Larry Walker did this. Bang. At that time, he had put the Texas Rangers up to a 2-0 advantage. At the moment, it is 6-2 Texas. Just gets a piece of the breaking ball, strike 1. Fouls off the sinker. 2 quick strikes on Walker.
No, that's a ball.
Just misses the outside corner. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. In the dirt. Blocked nicely by Ramos. Count evens 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Runner leads off second. 6-2 advantage for Texas here in the 7th. Pulls it. Foul. Swing and a miss. He struck out the side. So at the end of 7 innings of play, it's 6-2 Texas. Before Maribel Ortiz gets up to hit, we're going to go to the bullpen. Let's see what the situation is. Because he said that he was tired. So bullpen. Lefty, lefty, lefty. I have no more lefties in my bullpen. So let's go with... let's warm him up. Let's bring in Cy Young. Schedule to put him in the game. Okay, Ortiz is 1 for 2 with a single. Fouls off the 2-seam fastball, strike 1. Needs to be more patient. We need base runners. We need a grand slam. Let's go.
No.
Curveball is high. Count evens 1 ball, 1 strike. Attendance 45,126 here at Old Arlington, Texas Stadium. The classic Arlington Stadium for the Rangers. Ground ball backhanded by Devers in foul territory, makes the long throw. In time, 1 away. Next up, Patrick Joseph, who's 0 for 2. Cliff Lee still on the mound in the 8th. Fastball low, ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
They need to get Cliff Lee out of this game. Get to that bullpen. Hard ground ball, knocked down by Utley. Throws to first in time. That is a Sports Center play right there. Let's watch the replay. Hits it hard. Doesn't get the glove. Gets the glove on it. Knocks it down. Strong throw to first. 2 away. Two outs, base is empty for Anthony Miller, who's 0 for 2. And he skies it to left. Marsh barely has to move. It's a 1-2-3 inning in the top of the 8th for Cliff Lee. 8 strong, 4-run lead. This is MLB The Show. You want to change pitchers? Yes, I do. Cy Young, last season in 2026, pitched to an 8-8 record with a 4.96 earned run average and has been relegated to bullpen duty this season. He'll lead off. Rafael Devers will be his first batter he faces. Rafael had a homer and an RBI single in today's game. Fastball in there, strike 1.
One ball, 1 strike.
Screwball outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Fouls off the inside pitch. Count as 1 ball, 2 strikes on Devers. Out in front of the slow curve. Struck him out swinging. There's 1 away here in the bottom of the 8th. Next up, Chase Utley, 1 for 3 with a single. 4 for 7 in his 2 games so far this series. Fastball, strike 1. 94 on the radar gun. Inside with the breaking ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Strike 2.
Couldn't check his swing.
1 ball.
That's strike 2.
Ball 2.
Screwball is low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Bases empty. 6-2 Texas here in the 8th. Line drive, foul. Counts remains 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Count full.
Full count. On deck, Brandon Marsh. Late on the fastball. Foul. Count remains 3-2. Flare, third base line, foul. It's pitch number 9 of this at bat. It's been a battle. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts start the bottom of the 8th for Cy Young.
The left fielder,
Brendan Marsh, 2-run double. It's 1 for 3. Base is empty with 2 outs here in the 8th. Flares it the other way. Kitzios charges, makes the catch near the foul line to the tie side. So we go to the 9th. Last licks for the Mount Olympus Heroes. They need 4 runs to tie. Can they do it? Let's see. Before we on the mound, Jorge Lopez
number 73.
making his second probably save appearance. Before Massimo gets up, the manager is going to go to the bullpen and it'll warm up the closer just in case there's a comeback. So Massimo's 1 for 3. And that's a hard ground ball up the middle, a ground ball with the eyes. A single to lead off the bottom of second, top of the 9th for Massimo. Massimo. Next up, Joey Pollard, 1 for 2.
1-0.
Breaking ball in the dirt, blocked nicely by Salas. Line drive to Utley at second for out number 1 here in the top of the 9th.
The batter, the catcher, Chris.
Next up is the catcher, Chris Ramos. He's 0 for 3 today. They need base runners, got to show patience. That's not how you show patience. Fouls off the curveball, strike 1. Late on the curve, slicing out of play. 2 quick strikes on Chris. Quick throw to first, he's back. Massimo has speed. Not a time to steal, however, as they need base runners right now. Ground ball up the middle and through. It is another single. Will he go to third? Yes, he will go to third. It's going to be first to third. With 1 away here in the top of the 9th inning. They need 1 more base runner in order for the tying run to come to the plate for the Mount Olympus Heroes, and that's it. Edwin Diaz, the actual closer, now comes in because it is now a save opportunity. He has 2 saves and 2 save opportunities. He will face Bobby Kitzios, who's 3 for 3 today. Fastball, 100 on the radar gun. Inside, ball 1. Homer, 2 singles, 2 RBIs. Runners at first and third. Pulls it foul. Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Just gets a piece of the slider. Count is 1-2 on Bobby. He has a home run today. Sure would love to have another one right here. Pops him up in the infield, foul territory. Carlos Pena makes the catch, and the Heroes are down to their final out of this ball game. Representing the final out, Denise Finelli, who's 0 for 3. She has not started off the season hot. This would be a good time to turn it on. Chases the slider off the edge. Strike one. And that's the line drive to center. Deep but playable. Side is retired. Ball game over. Texas wins 6-2. Well, you like to win all of them, but you can't. It's not possible. That's the first loss of the season for the Mount Olympus Heroes. They've started the season now 5-1. First loss of the season for Denise Finelli. She's 1-1. Cliff Lee starts off 2-0. Edwin Diaz, save number 3. Series is tied, 1 game apiece. So for those of you that stopped in and said hello, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. This has been MLB The Show 24 on PlayStation 5. I'm Chris Ramos. I had a good time. I hope you did too, and I hope to see you again soon. Have a great day.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Rangers, 6 runs, 9 hits.